You are back at the Digi-Social, and this is a really big deal this week because it is our St. Patrick's Day episode. So this is the March of, nope, that's not right. This is the week of March 12th, and St. Patrick's Day is a really big deal to me because, you know, if you didn't know the history of St. Patrick's Day is actually a religious celebration honoring St. Patrick himself on the day of his death. However, I don't really feel like talking about death. So Irishness also involves four-leaf clover. So this episode is all about luck, good and bad. So we're gonna start out with the most viewed and streamed digital content of the week. Well, actually, I don't really know if this is the most viewed, but it should definitely be viewed. So the top Irish film to watch on Netflix is Handsome Devil. It is a coming-of-age film set in a rugby school in Dublin, and I love it because it kind of reminds you that no matter where you're at, coming of age is actually really hard. Find who your true friends are and find yourself. And like whenever I grew up in Texas in a small town, I thought no one else gets this, like no one else in the world understands me. I was kind of dramatic, but it's true. Like everyone, everywhere, no matter where you are on the map, we all go through the same stuff, right? Our accents are just different. And my favorite quote from the movie is, "If you spend your time trying to be somebody else, who will be you?" Which is true. Like if I wasn't me, then who would be me? And like would I see that girl who was me and be like, whoa, she's cool. On YouTube, we have an Irish YouTuber. She goes by Claire. Her name's just Claire, but I guess she wanted it to be cooler. And she makes vids that are stuff like stuff Irish girls say, you know, what goes down in Irish Cards Against Humanity, you know, stuff that we naturally really want to know. Last St. Patrick's Day, she posted a video and it was pickup lines in Irish, and I watched it because I wanted to see if it turned me on. And what sucked is that I couldn't understand a single word she was saying. And I don't know if it's because of the accent or because half the video was in Gaelic. Probably the Gaelic part, right? So anyway, trending topics on Twitter. So the hashtag, the big hashtag every St. Patrick's Day is Kiss Me, I'm Irish. So I thought to celebrate, which I don't know if you saw my shirt, but it says, I'm not Irish, but kiss me anyway. So I'm taking, what's it called? Taking takers? What's it called? I'm taking applications for a boyfriend. If you want to fill it out, go to hashtagsandhaley.com and click on boyfriend application. So anyways, I just want to celebrate some recent PDA from celebrities, okay? Because they're not all Irish, but they're kissing. So here's a picture of Sam Smith and Brandon Flynn. There's Brandon Flynn. He played Justin, the jock guy on 13 Reasons Why, and him and Sam Smith are adorable. They've been dating for what feels like a year, and they always leave really cute Instagram comments with the heart eye emojis, and it's just really cute. And next we have Meghan Trainor. I realized in prompter I wrote trailer. Meghan Trainor and the kid from Spy Kids. I know his name's like Daryl or something, but we only know him as the kid from Spy Kids. And they're engaged. And then lastly, we have Halsey and G-Eazy because they were touring together and they are all over each other all the time, to the point where I'm actually worried for them, because I feel like if you're too out there from the very beginning as a celebrity, you know, your relationship's just gonna... So we're going to talk about why Ireland was unlucky and lucky this week. So they were unlucky because they had major weather warning. It was like snowstorms. And I always wondered, what's the weather like in Ireland? I think it rains a lot, which is why they spend all the time in the pub. Notice how I know like lingo, like the pub. The weather's so bad, it's like, what else are you going to do besides drink? But the real issue here was that the KFC chain in the UK and Ireland had a major chicken shortage. And now they're short on gravy too. And I know what you're thinking, how could anyone possibly live through this? So their joint Twitter account tweeted that their new partner has had some kind of issues getting the fresh stuff out to 900 KFCs around the country, which that's kind of lame because Ireland really isn't that big. A few locations were even shut down for a minute. So I know people were panicking, like, where am I going to get my chicken? I just want to say this would never happen in the South. We took our chicken very seriously. But the best part about this was that they tweeted the Colonel was on it. The Colonel was taking care of it. The Colonel is the old, the cartoon guy. You know what I'm talking about. We'll put his face here. And then also they tweeted that you could use the hashtag where's my chicken so you could find out which KFC near you was open. Did I ever say why they were lucky? They got lucky because everything worked out and the Colonel's alive. Now we're gonna move on to Irish influencers to follow on social media. So you can follow at Daxon, Alan Dixon. He's an Irish dude working on the outback in Australia. He's kind of like the crocodile hunter, R.I.P., except for he's Irish. And the animals he works with really aren't that dangerous. Also, they're like squirrels. But he's an animal whisperer, and he posts funny and sweet videos with all kinds of animals, wild and domestic. And he's really funny. He's got this great video with his dog. You're gonna see all of this. You're gonna see everything. Things to do on St. Patrick's Day, and if you watched my Christmas episode and my Valentine's Day episode, you know I'm not really traditional when it comes to holidays. So everyone knows St. Patrick's Day is just another excuse to go out and have fun. In college, it's like we didn't know the guy, we didn't know St. Patrick's, we just wanted to drink, right? So here are some things you can do. You can become a beer person. Like, I don't drink beer, but I thought maybe for St. Patrick's Day I could kind of learn to love it, and I would use a pint, not the can, because it's all about the pints. Did you detect the accent? And then also maybe you could pinch everybody who is wearing green, because I think it's okay to mix things up and change the tradition. You could get into gardening because leaves are green, and it's also very therapeutic. And then you can listen to Irish acts only. So like U2, Van Morrison, Snow Patrol, The Script, Niall Horan from 1D. Shout out 1D. So I'll see you next week when it isn't St. Patrick's Day, but we'll still have a lot of fun, so you should come back. So subscribe to us and go to our Facebook and share our videos, because I just want to meet so many people. Like, I'm just such a social butterfly. So like, share my stuff and be like, hey, this is Haley, and then I'll meet them. And I'll see you next week, and we're gonna have a lot of fun on the Digi-Social.